Be sure to hit that thumbs up if you're here and you can see us and you can hear us and everything is good. Judy's in the house. She says hello, Frank, Alex, and Paco. We got Jovan. What's up, Jovan? Hello, everybody.
In the house. We got Denise in the house.
Denise is over at your mom's house, so that's really fun.
Snap.
You guys are hanging out together.
Family. Let me turn this just a little bit this way.
I want to, pardon my hands, guys. I got to get this sorted a little bit. Can you move that back a smidgen?
Yes, I can.
Okay. How's everybody doing on this beautiful Monday? We are in Alaska still. We're in a
Talkeetna. Talkeetna, it's just outside of Denali. It's about 125 miles or so outside of Denali, maybe a little bit more. We got Annie in the house. What's up?
Let's pull it up on here.
Yeah, it would be a little bit easier. Hit home. Yeah, just click there. Perfect. So, guys, we want your questions about Alaska. We want your questions about van life in Alaska. We want your questions about us. Whatever it is that you guys have to ask, let us know. We want to answer them. Also, van life in Alaska in the summer has been amazing.
So far, we've kind of done most of southern Alaska, and now this is our first kind of venture into northern Alaska.
Yep.
And so a lot of the touristy stuff is in southern Alaska. So we can kind of talk about all of our favorite spots along the way. And then now that we're heading north, we would love if you guys have recommendations or things that you want us to do and catalog and experience for you.
So let's start with our first two favorite camping spots. You can pick two, I'll pick two. I'm going to go first.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So my first two favorite camp spots in the southern part of Alaska in our travels have been that spot in Girdwood, just outside of Portage Lake, which was just gorgeous.
Which one was that? I'm thinking about...
That was the one with the mountains sticking right in front of us where we stood on top of the van.
So good.
Yeah, amazing. We got to share that spot with the New State Nomads and also other friends. We gave them the location of that exact spot, so hopefully we see them in it as well. And then my next favorite spot in the southern part, I would have to say would be possibly that beach spot, just because we spent so much time there.
We did spend a lot of time.
We spent time with Drifter Journey there. We spent time.
We hit it on the way down, and then we also hit it on the way back up.
And it was a bit of a steep road getting in and out, but it was just breathtaking. The eagles that were there, that were just going everywhere and flying around and eating up all the fish, was incredible. How about
Forever
you?
Best Friend says, hello, you law-breaking speedster.
Oh, too bad it's a car, so it's your foot.
Right. If you guys haven't seen it yet, make sure to go watch last week's vlog. That's the road that Frankie's talking about getting up. We try in that video. It goes better the second time than it did the first time, but it was still quite an experience.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was.
This is doing that thing again where
it
it's not
doesn't
updating.
show live chat. Hold on. Let me see.
But anyways, I think my favorite camp spot, I feel like my favorite camp spot has been, well, just in terms of really cool, we've went to this spot twice now that's literally off the side of a cliff.
Yeah.
And then cool. Overlooking a giant mountain range and 100-foot drop to this beautiful river. Absolutely amazing. And then another spot.
Aw.
What?
We just got a Venmo from Q for the new Patreon.
Oh.
They just sent us $15 for Paco treats.
That's so
sweet. Thank you so much. If you're here right now, we appreciate you.
That's really nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you for also becoming a Patreon. It's been huge. Sorry to interrupt you, babe.
That's okay. We are currently at 36 patrons, and our goal is to get to 40. We have 40 people in the live chat right now. If everybody went and became a patron, we'd way more than get our goal.
Yeah.
But, so we're hoping to get 40 before September so we can do twice weekly videos in September. Hey, Kirsten, nice to see you. Have you heard the story about Mariah Carey?
No, have not heard the story about Mariah Carey.
Or Mary Carey.
Mary Carey.
Is that different than Mariah Carey?
Is Mary Carey the woman or Nana?
Well, we just learned about Nana and the Sleeping Mountain.
Yeah.
So Frank actually went on a deep dive about the tilt of the earth and how we're all gonna die, basically.
Well, no, not that we're gonna die. It's that like has to do with climate change and the way that the world is changing so much right now. Has to do with what the natives are saying here. The Arctic natives, the Inuit natives here. They talk about the Earth tilting and the fact that the sky has changed. So like where the sun is actually rising and setting has changed since olden times. So the Earth has slightly tilted, like it's on this wobble, and on that wobble it's tilted slightly towards the north. So we now have a warmer, hotter sun, and the longer days of sun as well, which is something that is part of what's happening to the world naturally. Right
so the guy that we were talking to recommended that we get in touch with a native who could tell us about the stories. So we're excited to, I think we'll probably just come upon somebody who wants to talk to us about it, because that's usually how it works.
Sean asked if there's any way that we're going to make it to Gutted.
I die.
I think that,
What's up,
Bart?
Bart? Thank you so much to help with that speeding ticket.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. We need it.
Oh my gosh. If you guys haven't seen in the last episode, it ends with a speeding ticket. And then the following week was just like one disaster after the next.
Yeah.
I'm actually not even really excited to edit that vlog, because it's just like womp, womp, womp.
Yeah. Yes, different.
So not Mariah Carey.
Not Mary Carey.
Okay, so then we don't know about Mary Carey.
So give us the scoop on Mary Carey.
Learn more. But any chance y'all make it to Gutted? Is Gutted?
Gutted is that event that's going on in Colorado.
But when is it?
Yeah, when is the date that it happens?
We definitely don't have tickets for it.
I want to say it's September.
If it's Labor Day weekend, there's absolutely no freaking chance that we're getting there, because it's literally like September 8th.
Yeah, that's Labor. That's normally that weekend.
There is so much going. So literally, Sean. Yeah, I was gonna say Shane. Sean. So, the Renegade Burn, Descend on Bend, and Gutted are all kind of like the same time frame.
And we also have something that might possibly be happening in Washington around in the beginning of September, late August
maybe.
So
we're still trying to figure it, because that's like a really cool opportunity.
And I would hate to like just run across the country and get like and skip like Montana and Idaho and these like states that we've always wanted to go to in the summertime.
Can't figure out how to link. We do have a Patreon or
we do have
a PayPal. I went to go turn my phone on. How ridiculous is that?
We do have a PayPal. We have a Venmo. We have several different things.
The PayPal is weird though, because it's the only one that's not FnA vanlife.
Yeah, it's
like Napoli.k.Alexander. It's like
you could just type it in there.
Yeah, let me find it. But Troy, we definitely will hook you up with that.
Yeah. Had your wife back in high school. She smells. Real talk.
What?
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I think that's got to get blocked.
Yeah.
Because that's rude. I don't smell.
We're going to put you in a timeout for now. Yep, you're in a timeout. That's what you get. You deserve to go in the corner and just sit there and think about what you just said.
Think about it long and hard.
She was a journalist and is credited for getting the governor to approve building the highway to link Fairbanks to Anchorage and to Mount McKinley. That's
amazing.
Awesome. Yeah, so we actually just did the drive from from Glen Allen. Yeah, from Glen Allen.
Yeah, we took the old Denali Highway.
Taking the old Denali Highway, which was absolutely beautiful. Unfortunately, we hit it during a time where it was super foggy and rainy, but it was still amazing. We had an opportunity to really hang out in that area. We stayed one night and kept going. We have yet to do the Anchorage to Fairbanks, the upper road. Maybe we'll do that on the way back. But yeah, I mean, we've done the lower one, the middle one, and then maybe now the upper one.
Yeah, so I think we're going to head up to Fairbanks from Denali and then come down on the other side maybe. But then that's if we're driving out. But if we're shipping the van out, which is also an interesting possibility that we're looking at, because you can ship your van from Anchorage to Tacoma.
When you yell, it bounces off of this.
For like half price of the way up here.
Yeah.
And so you don't have to put any of the miles on your tank, and you're also getting like kind of I don't know, it's like the price of gas almost.
Yeah.
Can you put something in that window? Because that car is just like
Blinding
shining
you?
right in my eyeball.
How's that?
That is amazing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, babe.
Thank you.
Anything to help. Anything to help.
Okay, I found this PayPal link.
All right, let's see what else is going on here. Yeah, Bart, shame that guy. Shame him. Melty Carey is the first record woman in the world to be on Mount McKinley in the winter, and the first woman to fly above her peak in a light plane. Wow.
She sounds amazing. Is there a whole museum dedicated to her? Because there should be. Because if there is, I want to know about that.
Amber wants to know, how many mountains have we hiked total? So in Alaska, I would say that we've hiked...
Well, we hiked Flat Top, and then we just hiked Gunsight.
Gunslot.
Gunslot?
Yeah, I think it's called
We
Gunslot.
got the name of that mountain wrong the entire time we were walking up it. We were like, Gunslinger, Gunshots,
Gunslot. We did McHugh Lake, but we didn't hike the peak. We kind of hiked the ridge.
That was Twin Peaks, right?
No, we did Twin Peak. That's another one we did.
Twin Peaks.
McHugh was the one on the ridge, where we walked around the ridge in the beginning, like by Anchorage.
Oh, yeah.
We did Hatcher's Pass Peak.
Yeah.
So
we didn't hike Hatcher's Pass.
Yeah, we did. We hiked up it.
No, we did the hike.
Hatcher's Pass is the one where we hiked up and the fog was going around us.
Oh, but we didn't make it all the way.
We were almost all the way, but the fog was so bad.
Does it matter if we
dangerous.
make it all the way or not? Is that part of the qualifications of having hiked a mountain?
I would say
you stand at the very tip of it.
I would say we did at least 6. Oh, Melissa G, thank you so much. Sorry about the ticket.
That's okay. That. Well, we appreciate your support, and that's super.
I really
helpful.
don't think I was speeding on that ticket. I mean, as you heard,
I think he saw that we had Florida license plates,
and they were like, "Oh, I could get him."
We were literally like in the middle. Like there was a car in front of us, maybe like 2 car lengths in front of us, but not like wicked far.
And I stayed 2 car lengths behind that car.
Yeah.
So I
we
mean,
were just like flowing with the flow.
Yep.
But I think the car in front of us had an Alaska plate, and the car behind us had an Alaska plate.
Yeah. We got some good comments on like next time what we could do is you could just like ask for a warning because you haven't had a ticket in over a certain amount of time.
Oh, really?
And like stuff like that. Normally cops will like have a little bit of leeway with you.
Our friend's defining adventure. He's a cop.
He was like, "Did you not name drop me?"
He's like, "You should have just told me you were my brother."
He's like, "I would have stood in the court of law and said that you were my brother." Enjoying a yerb and
some Albany.
Oh, the gummy bears.
Oh, fancy night, Bart. I'll be on my knees.
She has a roadside B&B. I forgot the name, but you could get there, I think, on your way back. I will message you the link.
Cool.
Oh, cool. Thank you,
Kirsten.
Kirsten. I said Kristen.
Here, look at
Sandra P.
Why is it so teeny tiny? I guess you can't zoom it in. Is there only one road that drives to Alaska through Canada? Are you excited for some drive home since the border's not open? So there's 2 roads that you can take. I think maybe there's 3, but they all kind of converge at the Yukon, and then there's really only one road that you can take through the Yukon through. So we're actually thinking about potentially shipping our van back.
We're debating whether the drive is worth it or if we want to ship it.
The drive would be absolutely beautiful, but we also have a commitment in the lower 48 that's going to put us on a time crunch. So then we're like, well, do we do the drive at a rush because we have to make this time commitment, or do we ship the van and then not worry about it? So we're debating about it.
We don't know.
But it is nice that now that the border's open, you can go and enjoy Canada full free if you're fully vaccinated, and just have a hootenanny of a time. Sue's in the house with a $9.99 super chat. Thank you so much.
Mom. I appreciate that.
Judy's
in the house. What's up, Judy?
What's up, Judy? How are you doing? What's happening by you? What you doing? Where you know? Who you going? You know?
Be right back.
Oh, somebody asked earlier if we went to the Mountain High Pizza Pie place. And we did. We went in there yesterday and we shared a margarita pizza, and it was very good.
She was flown into the towns, talking about Carrie again. She was flown into the towns after the earthquake and collected stories of destruction and survival, wrote many books. Her book, Alaska, Not for a Woman, where many of these stories live. That's awesome.
Very
so
cool.
I'm guessing that was after the 1964 earthquake.
Probably, yeah. That's the big earthquake
which is the
everybody
huge
talks about here.
9.2 earthquake that happened. Oh, and speaking of the earthquake, because a lot of you guys reached out to us recently, the earthquake was an 8.2 magnitude or 8.4.
Yeah, right off the coast.
It was right off the coast.
Homer,
it was only a tremor, which is really lucky, because if it was actually like displacement, then we would have had tsunamis and it would have been a shit show. Alex and I did not feel it. We were lucky to be more inland.
Yeah.
And
we didn't find out about it until Blessed Veteran actually reached out to us on Instagram immediately and was like, "Are you guys okay?" And we were like, "What happened?" So like she sent me a news story and I was looking at it and I was like, "Oh my god!" And we were actually with Grandpa Kevin at the time, who you'll meet in an upcoming episode, and he has family that actually lives on the really remote island right next to where the earthquake happened. So he was worried about them. And
so he then contacted the guy that he knows that has family on that in that city on that remote island, and they basically headed to the mountains.
Yeah, they like evacuated, and they had that whole tsunami route. And I'm sure like when you live in a place like that, you know about things like that, like what to do when that happens.
That's the Illusion Islands too. So in the Illusion Islands, that is the Ring of Fire. So earthquakes happen very often there. That one was a very large one, but they happen all the time in areas.
I'll bet like when you're there, as soon as you feel it, you just get in your car and head north.
Well, or just like four-wheeler or walk or run or
well, I feel like that's one of the reasons why living on the West Coast is scary to me, and definitely because there's so many more earthquakes than I never grew up with earthquakes. I guess depending on where you live, there's like different things that like you grew up where like tornadoes and hurricanes were like a normal thing.
Well, I grew up when I was in Florida. Hurricanes are very normal, and then spin-offs of tornadoes from those hurricanes happen. So these are things that we deal with when you're living in that situation. So like as a kid, I was always excited when a hurricane would come. Like it was an exciting moment. It was fun in a sense, but I can understand why it's not fun too as well, and it could be very scary. But for a kid like myself, I was just like trying to run and slide through puddles and shit like that. So, but
I want to give a big shout out to Carol Springstead. She is catching up on her Alaskan adventures, and she just sold her stick and bricks.
Oh, awesome!
So join in the van life. I love that, Carol. Good for you.
Congratulations.
What did you buy?
Everybody, a little clap emoji.
Go, Carol. Yeah. Barbara Burke. Oh, she's getting a bad weather advisory. That's so funny that we were just talking about bad weather, and then you got one, Barbara. I hope everything's okay.
But enjoying your... I think I read that one.
Yeah. So yeah, there are many roads. The Tekla Museum has some stuff about her. So there is a museum in town that we should probably go to. We're just like, I don't know, we're not really museum people, but we'll head over there. We're food people, and all the food places. So yesterday we showed up in town kind of late in the day, and it was super rainy and gloomy. And we took Paco for a walk. It was still pretty busy, but we just like didn't really want to be out. And we're like, well, we'll have all day tomorrow to like be in Talkeetna. Yeah. And then we woke up today, and it's a beautiful sunshiny day, but half the shops are closed.
Yeah. That's just kind of how it is. It seems like Monday and Tuesday are like
But then on the internet, a lot of the places say that they're open, but I guess because it's late in the season, they're like, oh, we're like closing up already.
Or some of them are actually going to the Alaskan State Fair. So some of them pack up their business and bring it to the Alaskan State Fair as well.
Amber says, yeah, ship would be better because of traffic and maybe stuff could happen on the drive. Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. Like, we might chip a windshield, we might pop a tire, we might have engine issues. Yeah, it's a 2,000-mile drive.
I almost think that shipping is the best route in the sense of, like, keeping our vehicle low miles, keeping our vehicle, like, in good living condition. Obviously, when anything, like, goes wrong, we fix it. But, it definitely helps for the longevity of our vehicle.
Yeah, and shipping with tote, we didn't even have to worry about, like, stuff getting stolen or, like, because people are often worried about, I don't know,
theft
when you put you're giving your home to somebody else to take care of for a couple of days. Mm-hmm. So, people will put up like these huge things to like protect their van. but I felt totally safe and secure.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So anyways, I think that might be our best option. We're gonna kind of feel it out. Bart says, can we talk about Valdez, or is that hush hush?
I mean, we could talk about it. I'm not.
Yeah. What do you want to know, Bart?
Yeah, what do you want to know?
What do you want to talk about?
We did an amazing kayaking tour in a body of water, or a lake, I guess you could say. It's called Glacier Lake, I think is what it was called.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we literally were kayaking through icebergs.
So freaking cool.
Huge icebergs that we were like touching and scooching ourselves over, and they were like super blue on the inside of them. They were covered in rock. It was really, really awesome.
Trying to remind myself where Palmer is. Oh, we'd have to drive kind of by it to get to Anchorage.
That's where I Don't Know is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, somebody told us about I Don't Know, the donut shop.
It was Alicia.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
So we went there and it was closed. And then, well, actually we went there the one day and it had already sold out. Like basically it's this bakery that makes these amazing donuts, but you have to get there first thing in the morning because as soon as they sell out, they just close their doors. So every day they just
He said he just wanted to know more about the kayaking tour.
Oh, okay, good. So we went back the next day and they're like only open 4 days a week or something like that, and you're like, well, mother trucker, we're not gonna be here any longer.
Yeah.
So that would be really cool to go to the Alaskan State Fair. We could like stock up on a bunch of Alaskan goodies, because that's the other cool thing about shipping the van. When you drive, you're not supposed to have like food and stuff, but when you're shipping it, maybe you're not supposed to. Mm-hmm. But we could like load up on Alaskan stuff like birch syrup and like, the sourdough bread that we were seeing and like stuff like that, and just like load the van up. And then
I feel like you're gonna like this comment. This one's from Lovingly Seasoned Waves from Wildman's in Cooper Landing. Thanks for the goods again. Love following your journey.
That's so awesome.
We met her. I don't remember your name exactly, but we met you, and it was at Wildman's. And we gave you a book and a sticker and some stickers, right? We really enjoyed meeting you. Thank you for being so nice to us too, and we absolutely loved Cooper's Landing.
Yeah, there was so much to do. That's when we went on the rafting trip that was in our last video. So that was super fun in Cooper Landing, and then we were at Wildman's a couple different times because it's like a really centrally conveniently located spot that kind of has everything. Like we did laundry there, and we bought some groceries there. We bought a $9 bag of chips there.
Yeah, $9. That's a big bag of chips.
It's a very delicious bag of chips.
Actually, we wouldn't have bought that bag of chips if it wasn't for you. Just want to let you know that.
Well, man, I don't know. We were rushing to get to a rafting trip, and we were like, we just need some food. We need to stuff our face with something before this thing, and that's what we picked.
Amber's Game Time said, I was always wondering, but how is everything in Alaska during the pandemic? So everything's been pretty easy going for the most part, depending on what areas you're going into. Obviously, federal places are being protected or mask up or whatever, in the sense of how every federal thing is, and throughout the state you have a mix, just like everywhere else, whether or not they want you to wear a mask or don't.
Well, I feel like Alaska is more like suggesting, but they're not really.
Yeah.
Like in some of the states that we were in, it was like you cannot come into the store if you're not wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Where Alaska is kind of like, if you want to wear the mask, wear the mask. And so
I noticed on a lot of the signs it said like, you have the right to believe what you believe, and please respect social distancing and or mask up if you feel.
And so like we've kind of been tracking case break like numbers and stuff while we're here, and it hasn't really been that bad. And there was like a little bit of spike in Anchorage, but we were nowhere near Anchorage when that was going on.
Anchorage is of the hardest hit areas.
Well, again, it's
Alaska.
like the big city is going to be the worst place.
And I think the number is like 400 people or something like that. The most recent number that I've seen. But yeah, everywhere that we've been, like we were just in Valdez, and literally there's nobody that has it or is going through it, in the sense of like
I think
reporting.
I like went on their website for something, and it was like they had 2 cases in the whole of Valdez. So it was kind of like, and like most of the stuff that we're doing is all outdoors anyways. Like everywhere has outdoor picnic tables. Everywhere is, a lot of places have really switched to outdoor dining. Like, for example, like the coffee shop in town, they do have an indoor dining space, but it's not open. So you have to eat outdoors.
Which I love. I think it's almost a better experience when you're outdoors here in Alaska.
Well, and especially it's summertime in Alaska. Like, this is the only time of year that people can comfortably be outside. You might as well take advantage of it.
Denise, my aunt, just became a Patreon.
Oh,
thank you so
Denise,
much,
thank
Denise.
you so much. We really appreciate that. One more closer to our goal of 40.
Everybody,
thank you.
Give some claps to Denise.
Get it, Denise.
We love you. Thank you.
Get it. Thank you.
For the most part,
Hi,
for the spa video, Tori wants to know, for the spa video, I thought you guys were the only ones there. You weren't, right?
We basically
were. So there was one person who came in for a massage in the beginning when we were there.
Yeah, so they just took her to like the booth or whatever. Yep. There was like a tiny house, so they walked over with her and then was gone.
And then basically towards the very end,
another couple showed up.
That showed up.
But by then we were already like getting ready and just like talking to the owner and like getting ready to go. But we basically had the whole place to ourselves. So us and the New States.
Yeah.
It was a 3-hour thing. But it was only, I can't remember exactly what it was. It was either $60 or $70 per person. So, like, on the grand scheme of things, that is not expensive for, like, a 3-hour, super relaxing, very beautiful, picturesque spa day, I think.
Barbara Burke said there was 3 volcanoes that went off recently in Alaska. I believe they days more west from you all, maybe. So yeah, once again, those volcanoes are in the Aleutian Island area, and they actually do blow their tops every once in a while. Like, not crazy, but like they'll have these like spurts that happen here and there. And when we were parked on that beach over there, on a clear day, you could actually see one of the peaks kind of just smoking from the top.
Eep.
Yeah.
You're so can you come up?
I'm sorry, I slowly fall down.
You're like guys. Shrinking.
I'm shrinking.
The incredible shrinking man.
I'm getting tiny.
Caveman's in the house.
What's up, guys? Awesome videos. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and thank you for the super chat. We super appreciate you.
Did you eat at the inn? No, we did not. The inn.
Is that the Roadhouse? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, Roadhouse is closed right now.
So Roadhouse is actually closed because of COVID. So they must have been closed since last year. Also, the other thing, I think we've talked about this before, a lot of places had a really hard time getting staff.
Yeah.
So, like, kitchen staff, wait staff, people like that. So, the Roadhouse is only open, they have a bakery door, and so they have, like, a bakery window that they have open some days. Mm-hmm. But in a very Alaskan manner, they don't really tell you what those days are, and there's no real rhyme or reason to it.
Food TV, great channel. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
They're wondering if anybody watches Sebcam. He bought a van for $800 and made a home out of it.
Nice.
Complete with solar panels and air conditioning.
Hey, man.
It sounds like you got a lot for free.
Hey, man.
Or you just paid for the solar panels and the air conditioner. I guess my biggest question is, how do you run your air conditioner with not much power?
I mean, our van has air conditioning, too.
Yeah.
You just have to run the engine and
Correct.
turn the air conditioner
Turn it on, close up all the windows. The insulation does a pretty good job of keeping you cool, or is keeping the cool inside for a little while. We do that with the heat at night sometimes. We'll run the van and get the heat going.
Space up.
And then shut it off. Good to go.
But I was just thinking, maybe in our 1 week in Washington, we do our own gutted and we make a van in a week.
Yeah. That'd be good. You could do it, though.
Frank's like, I'm not participating, but you go for it.
Glad you are a Patreon, Denise. Hi from Puerto Rico. What's up?
Joanne wants to know where Paco's at.
Paco is
Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you so much for the super chat.
Ooh, come here,
Paco, you gotta say what's up for the super chat.
You smell a little bit like fish butts.
Come here, because he's been licking his butt the whole time.
Oh, really? I didn't notice.
Hi, Bop Bop.
Hi, this is our butt-licking dog.
Look at his tooth.
He likes to lick his own butt.
And then he kisses me.
Yes, he likes to butt lick and then kiss. And don't worry, Frankie got all the hairs out of his dog food, so his poops were fine.
Who else liked that line? A dog's gonna be shitting out hairs for a week.
We got a couple comments on that line. People just like cracking up about it.
Hey guys, if you're in the chat, make sure you hit that thumbs up. We got 26 thumbs up and 61 people in here. We love all you guys. We appreciate it.
Where's the thumbs at?
Bunch of sound guys in the house. What's up from Washington? How you doing, man? Good to see you here again. Thank you for joining. My mom said, "Where Paco at? Where Paco at?"
Paco right here. Paco
Melissa
right
thought
here.
that was funny. But yeah, so I want to talk about
Love.
Yeah, I want to talk about love. Talk about everything you wanted to go after.
Tilt this a little so we can see Paco better.
So I do want to talk a little bit more about Alaska in the summertime, and I think that if you guys have never experienced Alaska, you should definitely put it on your bucket list if it hasn't been. It hasn't been like cold to the point where like every day is freezing.
It's been pretty cool though. Like it's a
cool.
comfortable cool. But like you definitely are wearing pants and long sleeves most days.
The bugs for the most part aren't terrible. When you're in specific areas, they get really bad. So, like in Valdez, for instance, it felt like they were way worse.
But not even mosquitoes. There was just like tons of flies.
And like these like little like red-bellied bugs.
Yeah.
That were like always constantly like kind of flying around you. Maybe it's because I needed a shower though. Even though we did have
Totally
2 showers
possible.
in Valdez.
Right?
So.
Well, here's the other thing about Valdez. So we get there, and I was having a crummy day, which happens once a month. And I was like, I just want to shower and like relax and just like have a nice hot shower. So we pull up by Overlander and it's like, go to the harbor. They have great showers. So we're like, cool. So we go to the harbor, we buy the coins, we go to have a nice hot shower.
I have a nice hot shower.
It's like this concrete box.
It was not nice.
It was not nice, but I am so van life these days that I will forego nice for hot.
Yeah.
Like if it's hot, it could be skeevy, but like if the water is hot, I'm happy. Yeah. And of course my shower was like freezing cold, and I came out and was like, I was like almost at the verge of tears. Like I was so just like frustrated with life, and like I couldn't even get a hot shower, and we paid for it, and like so annoying.
Yeah.
And Frank actually went in and was like, well, actually, so here's what happened. We drove then to go do laundry.
Well, and when we were about to go do laundry, I asked some of the workers there, hey, where's there a good spot to do laundry? Because we were looking it up, and it was like nowhere in the town to do laundry. And they were like, oh, there's a new harbor right over there. It has laundry. You just got to get some coins from here and then bring them over there, and you'll be good to go. It's like $6 or $4.
Yeah, like it wasn't crazy.
It wasn't crazy expensive. It was actually the cheapest laundry that we've done so far.
Yeah.
And sure enough, we get over there, and I walk around the corner, and there's bathrooms and showers.
Beautiful, brand new,
hot showers.
Full, like, so the old harbor was like, I don't know, like basically toilet stalls, and then 2 of the toilet stalls were showers. The new harbor was like, you go into your own door, you have sink, toilet, shower, everything's tiled, everything's like clean and fresh, and you're like, and it's the same price as the other shower. Ouch. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, I'm about to blow my top.
That was a spot that we hiked too.
What?
In Valdez, we hiked to the peak in that area, to that dam area.
Yes.
To that damn area.
We hiked to the damn area.
With that beautiful
That
lake
wasn't a mountain though. That was only 900 feet elevation.
So?
We hiked to a lake.
I snowboarded mountains that were only like 400 feet.
Yeah, but mountain is a very generous term for some of the places that we snowboarded. Yeah. But anyways, if you're in Valdez, don't be fooled. I updated iOverlander and was like very stern.
And to answer your question, yes, it is the perfect weather for hiking here in Alaska.
Oh, yeah.
Like every hike that we've been on has been pretty freaking comfortable, except for the first one. The first one to Flat Top was like much cooler than
it was very cool. And the one that we did with Fenimore's Adventure More and out of this van, was actually quite a warm day.
Yes.
And we all got brutally sunburned.
Yeah. So make sure that you put on plenty of sunscreen, because the Alaskan sun gives you crazy sunburn.
Like it wasn't so hot that you could feel that you were getting sunburned.
Alex got 0 sunburn in the wintertime in Florida, and we come to Alaska and she's got sunburn twice.
Yeah, the first time was my whole front. Really? Yeah. It's a little itchy.
Yeah, it's peeling.
We should put some of that balm we just got on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the first time my whole front side got burnt, and then the second time my whole back side got burnt. So does that just count as like one big sunburn?
Pretty much.
Yeah, just like one full upper body sunburn.
My mom says, love you all so much. We love you too. Olive loves Paco, says kisses to Paco.
Oh, thank you so much.
And just to let you know, Olive the van is doing great. We've been really happy with her.
We can't wait for our olive paint job. We've been talking about it for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know when it's actually going to like materialize, but we have some really fun ideas to like make olive, outside olive, as well as inside olive.
Yeah. Yeah. So, just from the grapevine, DFW. Thanks. Hey, Frank and Alex.
Oh, Dallas Fort Worth.
Oh, okay.
I was
Nice.
like, is that a shoe store?
Dallas Fort Worth. Nice. That's awesome. You said hi earlier. We got you.
Judy. Kristen says, bummer about the Roadhouse. Plenty more things to enjoy. Are you going to Denali? I also got a tip from a local, and it did not disappoint. Best place to see Denali is the South Viewpoint.
So which one is the South Viewpoint on the map, I guess, is what I'm asking, because right now we're in Talkeetna, and this is south of Denali, and is one of the nice viewpoints. There's like a Mount McKinley Lodge, I think you could see it from as well. And there's like 10 points where you could see Denali really well.
And it actually is starting to clear up, and we might have some blue. We might have some blue skies. It's north of here, actually.
Oh, well, that is obviously north of here. But where's Denali at?
Where Denali at?
Where Denali at? I was going to sing the same song.
Isn't it this it?
Yeah, that's Denali. So, like, we could drive.
We're just looking at the map right now. So we are going into Denali. That's kind of why we wanted to go live today, because starting tomorrow, we're not going to have any internet for at least 3 days. So the campground that we booked, you have to do at least a 3-day reservation.
That's the viewpoint.
So we go in tomorrow, which is Tuesday, then we're there Wednesday, then we're there Thursday, and we come out on Friday.
And we will be getting on a bus trip as well. So there's a couple of areas at the bus stops that allows you to get like the best viewpoint of Denali. And on that bus, one of the stops is where you could see Denali from its lowest level all the way up.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But so I haven't checked the weather at all. The weather's super volatile over here. You can't really, like, yesterday we checked the weather for today, and it said it was going to be rainy and crappy all day today, and it's like beautiful sunshine.
Beautiful sunshine.
So you really cannot trust the weather reports in Alaska, because
that's what the locals say too, is like, yeah, they don't even look at the weather anymore, because it just varies from
the weather's going to be what the weather's
to minute, basically.
Yeah.
Like, it could go from being breathtakingly beautiful sunny to a rainstorm immediately.
Yeah.
You know? So it's whatever you're going to get. But yeah, I want to go back to talking about Alaska and some of like the most recent adventures that we've had on the channel.
What's your favorite town that we've been to so far?
My favorite town, that's a tough one. Well, so my favorite town when it comes to like city-wise,
I don't know, just like because there's a lot of towns or little towns, or
I really liked Valdez.
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful there. It's a small enough town to where like everything's kind of right there on the little strip, and there's not too many people. It is like so tucked away. The views from like Thompson Pass were incredible. The waterfalls that were everywhere were incredible. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Valdez.
Okay. I think, surprisingly, I really liked Whittier.
Whittier was great.
Like, so the locals say Whittier is shittier, and that's like the whole like funny joke about Whittier is that it's a shithole, apparently.
Yeah.
But it was super cute. We went on a really cool jet skiing tour. We ate some really delicious food.
Yep.
So, and it was like the harbor was really nice, and our friends were just there, and they went on a big hike and like picked a ton of berries. We went on that big Portage Pass hike.
Yep.
I feel like Whittier was actually a really surprisingly
Whittier
fun
was
time.
not shittier for us.
No.
It was
I
not
totally
shittier.
agree. I think, I don't know, you go into places with these preconceived notions, and I think anybody could have a bad time anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest. If you're looking for a bad time, you're going to find a bad time. Or if you're just stinky mood person.
Or you might just be down on your luck that week or that day.
Yeah, or like we've definitely had times where we're just like, well, that sucked. Oh, that sucked. Oh, that sucked. You know, and you kind of just got to roll with the punches. I think the cool thing about you and me is that we don't let stuff like that really like get us down.
Yeah, it doesn't like stick to us.
So like after we got the speeding ticket from the last episode, we were talking to somebody, I think at like a camp spot later that night or whatever, and we're just like regaling the story of, you know, what happened. And they were like, oh man, that must have ruined your whole day.
No.
And I was like, no, it really didn't. Like,
it could have.
It could have.
We didn't allow it.
But like literally like 10 minutes after the ticket, we were like, all right, well, it is what it is and can't do anything to change it.
Yeah.
And so might as well
sliding
just
down again.
Move on.
Paco just ate some food.
The mountain makes her own weather. Totally.
Yes, it
she
does. Yeah, Mount McKinley is definitely.
Ellen's in the house.
Amazing.
What's up, Ellen? It's so good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Happy to have you here. Paco just finished eating and he would like to return to his seat of glory.
Come on, Paco.
Come on, buddy.
Paco the Prince. Sent to PayPal for the Aurora Ice Museum. I know it's a museum, but it's got an ice bar, and that sounds
I don't
cool
dislike
enough.
all museums. I think you commented that we could get like a martini
Or a
in an
mocktail.
ice glass.
Or like we could get like a
we
mocktail.
can get whatever we want in the cup.
Because they said they don't drink either, but they think that's pretty freaking
That is
cool.
pretty
That's
freaking
really
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
We'll have to go check it out. Thank you so much. For PayPal.
I actually, as soon as I got that comment from you, I marked it on my map as like, we should go here.
Yeah, that's another thing, guys. If there's something that you like really would love to see us do and you want to see it in the videos, and there's like some type of way that you could help us pay for it, like whether it's PayPal, Venmo, becoming a Patreon, any of those ways, sending us super chats and say, hey, can you go see here? It is one way that makes it a lot more possible for us to go and do it. Because everything costs money, and we are not made of it. Even though we wish we could do that and just go everywhere.
Yeah.
There's like we do reach out to some companies and try to get things sometimes for free or discounted. It doesn't always work out like that.
No, and especially
here in
Alaska,
it does not work.
Well,
because
in my today's Instagram post where I was talking about going live or whatever, I was also talking about all the tours that we, like the jet skiing tour was a very nice small business that cut us a deal, and we still had to pay for it out of pocket, but we didn't have to pay full price, thankfully. We still recommend it wholeheartedly, even at the full price, because it's a very good deal. But like other stuff, like we've reached out to so many companies, and they're just like,
nope, not interested.
Or they just won't even reply, or they're just like not into it. Because they're so busy. Like everybody's just busy.
Yeah.
They're like, this is our busy season, and we're like, we're good. We don't need, marketing.
And I mean, that's fine, but do understand that we can't do everything because we just don't have that option or opportunity.
Ellen just dropped a super chat. Thank you so much. She says,
Ellen.
How's the fundraising going for that speeding ticket? Nothing like a fast, tiny home.
Yeah.
So here's a fun story. In our last van, the speedometer, if you went over 80 miles an hour, the speedometer would die. And it would just hit zero, and then you really had to pull the van over to like reset the speedometer, because it was the only way to actually keep track of how much gas you were using, because the gas gauge didn't work either.
Yeah.
But if you kept track of your miles, you could know, okay, I get 20 miles a gallon roughly, even if I, go down, basically every 500 miles we have to get a tank of gas, right?
Yes.
So you have to know what your miles are, or else you might end up with an empty tank of gas.
Yeah.
So we're like telling people about this like problem that we're having, and they're like, why are you driving your van over 80 miles an hour?
Because the speed limit's 80 miles an hour.
But like even still, we have friends who were like, even if the speed limit was 80, I'd be cruising at like 65.
I hate being that person that is just like slowly putzing like 10 miles an hour underneath the speed limit, and then like everybody's kind of behind you, like,
or like passing
oh, look
you.
at this guy.
If it's a 2-lane road,
Now, if it's a 2-lane road, I don't care. But if it's a 1-lane road, I definitely try to go the speed limit.
That's very good.
I don't care if people pass me. I'm like, go ahead, pass me. Like if I'm doing the speed limit and you want to pass, go for it.
So Keith says, I guess you're wondering what the full price is for the shipping. So the shipping on the way up for our van was about $4,000, and the shipping on the way back is about $2,000.
Yeah.
So the shipping on the way back is way less expensive than the shipping on the way there.
And that's just because the boat is less full, so they don't have to use as much fuel to get back.
Yeah. And Keith, if you want the specific details about that, you should come and become a patron.
Yep.
Because we can't really talk about it.
Yep. Oh, and just to let you guys know, Patreon, we have all different levels. We have a $3 level. $3 a month. That's it. That's very low. Not much there. And you get all the benefits that are on Patreon.
Yeah. We don't have a promo code or anything for Tote, but the service is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And they are really good at what they do.
Yeah, so. Yeah. I sent you a message as well, Keith, in your comment, and I wrote back saying that we did not receive promo for it.
Yeah.
So just to let you know, I did write back today.
But and they don't give everybody hats. But I'm sure if you asked for a hat, you could get a hat.
Yeah, especially when you're paying the amount that they request for you to pay. Yeah. I think they would be.
I think that you could be like, listen, I want a hat.
I want a hat. And they'll be like, all right.
It's part of the deal that I get a hat.
We got hats. We'll give you a hat.
Yeah.
You know?
Plus, their like customer service team is really super sweet to like talk to. So I'm sure that when you were like, Clifton is the guy who like usually answers the phone and does the emails. And so if you were just like, Clifton, listen, I need a hat. If we're doing this, I need a hat. He would for sure hook you up.
Val's in the house, and she said that.
What's up, Val?
Frankie and her have only ever got one ticket in their entire 60+ years of life.
Wow.
That's impressive.
That is impressive.
You know what?
I have you beat.
Round of applause for you, Val. That's amazing.
I definitely... So this one time...
Alex is the reckless driver.
That is not true, Frank. But the state of New York would
okay,
agree
reckless
with
driver.
you.
I'm just kidding.
So I had I got pulled over once, not for speeding. They said that I illegally lane changed in an intersection, which I didn't, and was whatever. It was this whole thing. But so they gave me 2 tickets for that one pullover, which was baloney. And I tried to fight it and whatever, and then still got whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool, great. And then many, many moons later, I'm in Ontario, and my dad just got a new car. And my dad was egging me on. He's like, let's see what this baby can do.
Right.
Put the pedal to the metal. Let's go. It so sounds like my dad. So we're driving on these country roads, whatever. And he's like, yeah, put it up, kick it up, whatever. He's telling me to go faster, faster, faster. So I'm like, all right, let's go. So anyways, we're coming to crest over a hill, and a cop comes over the hill the other way, and it just was very bad timing. So the cop passes us, turns around, comes over, scoops me, and then gives me a ticket.
Oh,
and then unfortunately, New York and Ontario share traffic infraction information. So then the state of New York is like, you've had 3 traffic tickets within a certain amount of time. Here's an additional multiple hundreds of dollars fine for being so reckless.
I saw the comment of
Teal. Just put your nipple out.
Sorry, you guys just saw my left nipple. I'm so sorry about that. So, Alex, you just got a compliment on your Teal shirt. They said Teal is definitely your color.
Thank you.
And I wanted to show you guys, I'm wearing some of the merch right now.
FnA.
This is the white t-shirt.
This is the black and white.
This is an exclusive t-shirt, too. This is not on our website. It is, but it's not.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can see it.
You gotta work that. Work it.
Need a glass of water.
This is our limited edition black logo, black and white.
So if you do want
camping
these,
scene, it's got Lolo and Olive hanging out by a campfire. Yep. So we really love that.
If you do want one of these, you could hit us up in a DM for the white one. Otherwise, we do have shirts available. If you get out of the chat, you could see them all down below right there.
Chill.
Yeah.
Chill. And actually, we should order some.
Somewhat.
Of the shirts.
Yeah.
To Bonnie's house.
Yes, definitely.
So we've been waiting on ordering anything while we're here because shipping to Alaska takes a really long time, and then it's hard to coordinate because we're moving around so much, and then we're leaving soon, so we don't want to like get it shipped somewhere and then miss it. So we're waiting to get everything until we get to the lower 48. Ellen wants it.
Yeah, Val said that we can drive back. We know we could drive back, but we might take the option of shipping the van. Just because of the mile aspect of it and keeping the miles down.
And just the time constraints.
Yeah, the time constraint, flying back and just being able to relax for a couple days before we jump right back into the van and go crazy.
Yeah.
Might be worth it. And we kind of like the experience of experiencing different things. So
yeah. Okay, I have a question for you. It's from Sandra.
Oh, no, what is it?
Do you think that 1 month is enough to see everything in Alaska?
Hell to the no. But I do think that 1 month is a great amount of time in Alaska. When you think about people coming to Alaska, a lot of the time they're only coming here for a week, couple days, or even up to 2 weeks, and they barely get a glimpse of Alaska. 1 month is actually a good enough time to visit a lot of the Kenai, I feel like.
I feel like you could, so A, it depends on how fast you want to be moving. Because when we're, we live in a van, and so it's nice to, have a couple days off and to, not do anything for a couple of days. Mm-hmm. But if you were moving more frequently and, cool with that pace, you could for sure knock out, it's not that far of driving for the whole Kenai Peninsula. And then to get back up, you could drive from Homer back to Anchorage in a day. It's not, 300 miles or something?
Yeah.
It's not a super far drive.
Yeah, no, you could drive it in a day.
It's just you stop in that town and then you want to spend a couple days there. And then you stop in the next town and then you want to spend a couple days.
Well, there's a lot of places that people skip. So, Cooper's Landing, for instance, is a very skipped place, I feel like.
Yeah, the place that we skipped that I actually want to get back to is Hope.
Yeah, Hope.
So, hopefully, we can get to Hope before we...
I have hope that we'll make it to Hope one day.
Yeah. So, I think maybe we'll go to the fair and then maybe come back down to Hope.
Yeah, I hope so.
Go to Anchorage.
And so that's another reason why shipping the van may be better for us than driving, because if we ship the van, then all we have to do is go to Anchorage. If we drive back, we have to drive all the way across.
It's a really long drive.
Yeah, we gotta drive all the way across and then down before we could even get out of the state.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. But you could go visit the giant chicken on your way out.
Yeah.
Should be super good times. There's a town called Chicken that is known for a giant statue of a chicken.
And it's because they didn't know how to spell the name of the actual town, so then they just named it. Yeah, the native wording for the town, so they named it Chicken.
I feel like that's so rude, almost. You know what I mean?
Well,
it's I'm not gonna bother learning your way to say it. I'm just gonna call it Chicken.
Well, so I understand that you feel that that's rude. But coming from my perspective, I feel like that it made it way easier for that person to be like, you know what? This is Chicken.
You know what?
I know how to spell chicken. I'm sticking with it.
Oh, Kevin Fox, you're so sweet. He goes, yay, my favorite van couple.
Oh, thank you, Kevin.
See you. Thank you so much. But yeah, Sandra, I think if you wanted to come for a month, you would be able to knock off so many things.
Yes.
I think you'd probably have to come in with an idea of what you really wanted to do. Yeah. And maybe if you were coming for a month, you just do the South, Whittier, Seward, all the way down to Homer, maybe Valdez.
Seward was actually really beautiful.
I think that you would have to skip Fairbanks, though.
Yeah.
Because if you did Valdez and then you took the Denali Highway across and you wanted to do Denali, from there, it would be a lot to scoot all the way to Fairbanks.
Yeah.
To then come all the way back down.
Unless you were driving.
Well, and then that's the question too. If you're driving here, is one of those weeks driving up, and then one of those weeks driving back? Mm-hmm. Because then you have to think about the fact that you've only got 2 actual weeks in Alaska.
Yeah, or 2.5 weeks.
But if you're flying in and renting something, then you'd have the full month to explore.
Yeah. I think it's a great amount of time in Alaska. I think it's more than most people get in Alaska. So
yeah.
If that helps answer
If that's
your
what you
question.
got, go for it.
Yeah.
100%. Ellen is chatting with Sue and Denise. You guys have some special times coming up for the family, right?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
My sister any day now is going to be having a baby.
God.
Boy or girl, we don't know. It's all a surprise, so we're really excited about that. We were supposed to be able to be there and watch Delaney when she had the baby in Washington, but unfortunately...
Delaney's not having a baby.
Unfortunately, no, we were going to watch Delaney.
Oh.
When Chrissy had the
I
baby.
thought you meant like we're going to watch Delaney have the baby.
No,
That's what you said.
Oh, sorry if it came out that way. Delaney is way too young to have kids.
Delaney's 3.
But...
2.
So my sister and her husband moved to Florida, and so with that being said, it will be extremely hard for us to be there for that. But she has my mom and family and friends and everybody else that are there to help her out.
Yeah.
So
and then we're thinking about maybe we can make a trip to Florida. We're trying to see like how we could work that
This
in.
might possibly be my first nephew from my brother or sister.
Yeah, it's all girls.
Yeah, all girls in my family right now.
Yeah.
So.
I kind of hope it's another girl, and then we could have the first boy.
I know, I feel you. But at the same time...
we're slacking, so like they would have to like wait, probably.
Yeah.
But, Ellen, thank you so much. Here's to Cookie Baby.
Cookie Baby, I like that. That's so
thank
cute.
you so much.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that, and like to let you guys know, if you've been following our journey for a while, my sister has been making cookies with this company called Cookie Fuel.
Her own company
that she created. She makes amazing cookies. Good. The only thing is that right now the business is on hold
because she's very pregnant.
Because she's extremely pregnant, about to have a baby,
and they just moved cross country.
Yeah, so once they have figured everything out and she's feeling comfortable with making cookies again, I will definitely announce it and let you guys know, because I know a lot of you guys absolutely loved her cookies.
My god, I love her cookies too. I'm glad she's not making them, because I would just want them all the time. Be like, can you ship to Alaska? How much is that?
Yeah.
Troy wants to know, are you still planning on going way up north?
Yeah, so we are anticipating that we'll go as far north as the Arctic Circle. I don't think we'll go all the way up to Prudhoe Bay, and just because of the fact of like our time constraints. If things change and we have more time here, then we might make it happen. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure if we'll make it all the way there.
I would like some water.
I was about to grab it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Forever best friend, gotta go and get ready for Travel Chick Chat later. Ooh, guys, if you want to check out another live stream.
Yeah. We were on Forever
Travel
Babies.
Chick Chat is going live in a little bit, so check that out.
Yeah, we went on a live stream with Forever Baby as well.
Forever Best Friends.
Forever Best Friends, sorry. I don't know why I said Forever Baby.
Forever Baby.
Forever Best Friends, and we had a great time chatting, so make sure you check them out as well.
Val said that she came to Alaska for a week, and that's all, because that's all that she could afford, especially if you're doing the cruise, because I think the cruise is like pretty expensive, and so that you're kind of paying for that experience of the cruise, you know.
What's this one from Bart?
Bart wanted to know if you got a lot of comments about your butt.
Oh yeah. Definitely a lot of people commented that I have a very nice ass.
Yeah, lots of really positive comments.
And I appreciate it. You know, it's kind of funny. This is the very funny thing to me about the reason why I did that was because, like, normally when women do anything like that, it is very frowned upon and mean. Very sexualized and mean. And then I did it in the simple fact because I wanted to see like what kind of comments come from it. And they were overwhelmingly nice. Like
they were super positive.
There was zero nasty comments about my ass. The only one would be like, "Oh man, the bait and switch," or something like that, you know.
Yeah.
And which I thought is funny. Like that's not mean. But like if it was to be Alex that happened,
I'm literally deleting comments every day about how terrible
for a thumbnail.
I am.
For a thumbnail.
Like
so we almost made the thumbnail my ass, but instead we went with the one where my.
But it's funny though, because the I can't speak. The thumbnail with us as like a couple on it had like no negative comments about it. But then the thumbnail where it's just me in sweatpants, and the one so many negative comments.
I wouldn't say so many, but enough.
Oh my god, you should have seen it on Odyssey.
Oh yeah, Odyssey is probably terrible.
Horrible.
Yeah. I don't even look at that.
I was like, delete.
But it's just funny. It's like there's such a double standard to things, like the way that we sexualize women as a culture, and it's coming from men and women. It's not just men doing it. It's literally coming from both sides. So it's like, I don't know. I just wish people would be a little bit nicer and understand that like we're all just human with living inside these flesh bags, you know, that we're automatically attached to. Like, what's wrong with a little bit of nipple? Or
right,
as my nipple came out in the live, you know.
that's funny.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with like just being yourselves and enjoying life, and if you're in a bathing suit because you're going in a fucking, you know, it's a hot day outside, there should be no problem with that.
Yeah.
You know, if we're taking a shower outside because that's the way we live our life, there should be really no problem with that. It's not like we're swinging things in front of people, you know what I mean? So,
yikes.
you know, I think that, you know, live and let live is kind of what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
you know?
live and let live for sure. And the whole adage of if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all should also apply to internet comment sections.
Or the one like, don't judge a book by its cover.
Right? Oh my goodness. Sue says, all my children are amazing. Love them so much. Feeling so blessed. Absolutely.
Love
and you're
you,
so
Mom.
lucky that you get to be right there with Chrissy when she's having the baby, which is so nice.
Yeah.
Val says, I love your water bottles. They are so cool. These are our Brewmate special.
Yeah,
If you guys saw that video where we did the day in the life, this is the Brewmate company that we worked with for that.
Can you see it? Brewmate.
It's a brew, mate.
They're awesome, actually. They have these little straws in them. Well, actually, a pretty big straw.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, it makes it to where I drink this water bottle so much faster, which I like because we don't drink enough water when we
literally
don't have
are
them.
like, every single day, we're like, we didn't drink enough water today. But then by the time you realize you didn't drink enough water, it's, like, time for bed, and then it's dangerous to drink a lot of water.
Because you don't want to pee the whole night?
I actually had 2 nights in a row where I didn't wake up in the middle of the night to pee, and I, like, patted myself on the back. I was like, wow.
Val said, boy, if only I had a body like Alex, I would sure be swinging it from the shore.
Val.
I mean, she has an amazing
You're
body, and she should be
amazing.
very, very happy about her appeal. And, like, I think
Oh my gosh.
I think that's something that happens to a lot of women as well, because people are they scrutinize so hard on the woman or sexualize and make them feel like, you know, not great about themselves. It turns on their own self-confidence about how they look. Because, like, there's a lot of times where I tell Alex, like, you're beautiful, you're skinny, like, you look amazing. And, you know, sometimes it's just hard for women to see that for themselves, I feel like, a lot of the time. And some men out there, too. I mean, there are definitely times, like, I'm skinny and fit and I look good, but there are times where I'm like, oh, I don't look that great, you know? It's just something we go through sometimes.
Yeah. Ed made it. Nice to see you, Ed. How's it
What's
going?
up, Ed?
Jordan Fisk is also in the house. Debbie Emerson is here too. Thank you guys for popping in. We're super appreciative. What did that come out right?
We really appreciate all you guys being here.
All right, where should we go for dinner tonight? Because we were thinking about going for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
We're thinking about going to the Denali Brewery. I think that's kind of our only option in town right now.
Would you guys like us to hang out for like another half hour or so before we... Because normally we cut it at an hour. Do you want to give them a little bonus time since we're going to be off-grid?
Off-grid for a little while? Sure. Keith wants to know, if you want us to keep hanging, you got to keep asking questions.
Yeah.
Because we got to have some things to talk about.
Yeah.
Or it's just going to be me and Frankie looking at each other.
Right. This is just really weird for the record. So Ed asked, any new cold pool hopping lately? And then,
we did actually. We did a hike the other day. It was very hot.
It was extremely hot, and we
And
actually
then
went skinny dipping.
We got to the top. Oh, I'm getting video chatted. We got to the top, and
they're definitely not in this live. That means
right. And yeah, we jumped in. There was like this beautiful pool of like crystal clear water with like this waterfall flowing into it. It was too pretty not to jump into.
I will say there were a lot of flies there, and it is really funny when we wind up showing you guys that video, because like legitimately we were being attacked by flies. I had to like swipe flies off my dick. Probably too much information.
I think when we were walking out, Frank's like, I hit it like 4 times and it hurts. I was dead.
But yeah, we did definitely go in a couple more cold spots. We did not go in Glacier Lake. It was way too cold with those icebergs in it.
Oh my god, we would have died. Keto Muscle wants to know, how long do you plan to stay in Alaska?
So we were planning to possibly be here till like mid-September, but with like some other things popping up and possible opportunities for us, that we feel like we kind of need to take. It's a really good step in direction of, for what we do and being noticed and becoming authority in this type of lifestyle that we live. We have to possibly go down to the lower 48 sooner.
So we might only have like 2 more weeks left in Alaska.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean that you guys only have 2 more weeks left of video. That means you guys still have about like a month or so.
Yeah.
If not 2 months left.
Well, because like the last video that we put up was from Homer. So we finished up in Homer and then we started heading.
That was almost 3 weeks ago now.
Yeah. So then we've still got the whole trip back up. Then all the Valdez stuff. Then.
Well, we have Glacier View area.
Yeah, we stayed a couple days in Glacier. Oh, the Kevin stuff, building the bridge with Jim, then Valdez, then the Denali Highway, then Denali, then Ferris. So there's still a lot.
Yeah, there's
still a lot of content. Like, we've been busy.
Very busy. Very busy. And, like, opportunities have been just sort of, like, getting thrown at us. Like,
yeah.
And, like, what I think is amazing is all these opportunities have been with, like, super local people.
Yeah.
And I love that because, like, our travels are kind of just getting us involved with more and more locals. And, like, I would love to have an opportunity to speak with, like, an elder or, a native from Alaska and be able to get a more insightful, like, natural viewpoint of Alaska and why it like pulls people in and what's like so alluring about it. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Bye, Val. We'll see you soon. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you, Val. Good to see you. I think it's like
Jordan
3
says
a.m.
we got to go to the Tap House. It's amazing there, and they have great food. Is that the brewery or is that something different? I watched a video today of people in Denali doing a tour of the dog sledding training area. I have heard of that. In the summer, they have people love on puppies.
Yep. Yeah. So right where we are right now, there's a person at the end of the street, and they do Alaskan dog sledding tours, and they talked about how they have the puppies up there right now, and they have litters every single year, and you could go there and play with the puppies and whatnot. And that is actually a person that is extremely local Alaskan. Yeah. Like a rugged Alaskan person. And would love to have an opportunity to be able to meet and do something with somebody like that. That'd be great.
Yeah. Keto Muscle wants to know, is it hard to find free parking? No, it's not. There's free parking everywhere. There's iOverlander spots everywhere. I don't think we've been to a town where we had to, like, search for it even. Like, it's actually been incredibly easy to find free parking in Alaska.
Yeah, I mean, legitimately.
We don't have a big RV or anything like that. I think if we had, because a lot of places are like no RV parking or it's a short spot or whatever. Yeah. But in the size of a van,
it's super easy. And to be honest with you guys, even like people in RVs or buses shouldn't have that hard of a time boondocking in Alaska as well, because legitimately, if you could pull off on the side of the road and get off the road and there's no signs that say you cannot park, you're allowed to sleep overnight in those areas in Alaska. They actually encourage it because they don't want people falling asleep on the roads. It's too dangerous for them.
Oh, your mom says that I'm already one of her children. That's really sweet. So thank you so much. Christopher says Totem down in Healy is a good day. Where's Healy?
I kind of want to say it's south of us right now.
Yeah, we'll have to look that up. Christopher, thank you for the recommendation. Keto, we talked earlier. We're probably going to ship the van home with tote. We're just seeing.
We're weighing out all the options.
It's like right now, we're in this weird muddy place where we don't know for sure.
Yeah, Alex has definitely been a little bit stressed about it, but I'm trying to help her with the decision on it, and we'll see what we come to a conclusion of soon.
Thomas is just joining. Nice to see you, Thomas. Thank you for joining us.
Normally we stop the live chats at about an hour, but we decided that we're going to stay on a little bit longer. So Thomas, definitely ask us questions. We want to know what you want to know, and we will definitely answer them.
Prospector Pizza is delicious in Denali. We'll have to check that out.
Is it like New York delicious?
Yeah, we got a high bar for. Is that the train you were talking about?
Yeah.
Oh God!
Hold on, guys. You miss it? There it is.
Wow. It's like the
That's
real
so
Alaska
cool. I had to pop out and show you guys.
Ooh! Oh my god, that was like, that's how sunny it is here right now.
All right.
Cool. Was that a fun experience for everybody? We got
Did you guys enjoy that? It's so cool having the hatch here because I can just pop out and show you guys what's going
Lately,
on.
when we've been driving, Frank's like, just go put the camera out the hatch. Just go in the back and put the camera out the hatch.
Wow, neat train. Love the shirt, Frankie. Want mine.
Wore mine already.
Nice.
Sweet Doug, thank you so much. Sue with a 1999
Whoa,
super chat.
You're amazing.
You're amazing.
You are. You right there. You're amazing.
Thank you so much. Jordan says, yes, go to prosecutor. All right, well, I guess we got to get pizza over there.
All right.
Carol says, good, fast action, Frankie.
Thank you. I tried to make quick moves.
Love it. Would be fun to be on that train ride. If you guys remember, a couple weeks ago, we bought this coupon book for Alaska. And in the coupon book, you can actually get a 2-for-1 train ticket. And the train tickets are actually like pretty expensive. It's like $240 to ride the train per person. So the coupon book gives you a 2-for-1. So you're automatically, by buying that $50 coupon book, you're saving $200.
Yeah.
So if that's something that you want to do when you come to Alaska, definitely look up the Northern Lights book.
Yep.
For sure.
So once again, just to
hi Nomad the Traveler.
To talk about why
Ellen, Alaskan Pizza Fun. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ellen. Yeah, just to talk about like once again how why we're weighing our options on whether shipping or driving down. The reason why is because wear and tear on the vehicle. It might be nice to ship the van and fly back. Just like the opportunity to be able to go to Hope as well here in Alaska might change whether or not shipping it or driving it down is worth it to us, if that makes sense.
Yeah, we're just kind of like, we have a commitment that we have to be back for. We need to know that we can get there exactly on time. If we do... No.
I thought the plane was about to fly over. I was going to take you guys outside and show the plane flying over.
Yeah. If we drive, there might be unexpected bumps in the road. We're not 100% sure. So working with Tote would just be like a sure thing.
All right. So, Galen, I think is how you say it? Okay. Glad to see you guys. Look,
there's
looks like
the
fun.
airplane.
Damn it.
You missed it.
I heard it in the distance. Whatever.
There's these airplanes that fly over town like wicked low.
Right.
They're like on top of the tree line. You're like, holy.
It looks like it's just gonna crash into the town, but the little airport is like straight
right
ahead
there. Yeah.
So talking about Uncle Kevin, yes, we do keep in touch with Uncle Kevin. We just talked to him the other day. He's still in like California area at the moment.
Oh, somebody asked that?
Yeah. That right here, Galen. That's why I was responding. So, yeah, we talk to him all the time.
We're going to see Uncle Kevin in
well.
January. We've already planned to meet up with him. Yep. And we can't tell you where we're going, but we have a little special January trip planned.
So, basically, Paco will be staying with Uncle Kevin for the time being.
Yeah.
Which is great for Paco. I think it will be great for Uncle Kevin.
They'll have some, like, godfather, godson time.
Yeah, they could have, like, some serious talks. A lot of bagel and cheese, I'm sure, for Paco.
Yeah.
And for Uncle Kevin.
Bagels and coffee for breakfast every day. Carol says, I used to love those coupon books.
Frank got that bionic. Sorry.
He got that bionic ear.
Say the other one.
Oh, Carol was just saying she loves the coupon books. BOGO rules. I'm like, BOGO.
Ooh, Timmy said
Are you stopping at the North Pole? I think probably.
Actually, yeah, I think we might.
Yes. But not like the real North Pole.
Like the town of North Pole.
The town.
Yeah. So, Frank, you got bionic ears. Okay, yeah.
Hello from 110-degree Phoenix.
I could not imagine.
Timmy,
I could not imagine 110 degrees right now.
Yeah, no thank you.
Sounds like an international trip then.
We can't tell you.
Maybe
not. Maybe. Yes. Kevin is a really cool guy. We're super glad that we're connected with him. Yeah. And we're excited to catch up with him again because we haven't seen him since Florida.
One thing I want to talk about, it's kind of incredible what life kind of brings you, I feel like. So for us, it seems like that since we've been to Alaska, we either been getting Kevins that have been brought into our life that have been really good to us, in the lower 48 and here. because we did that awesome 4-wheeling trip with the guy Kevin out here as well. So it's just amazing how we get connected like that. And then we also have almost everybody we've met in Alaska, their names have been Jim. And if you guys know anything about me, my dad's name is Jim. He passed 53 years old, which is like almost 5 years ago now. And I feel like it's almost like a sign that we keep meeting these Jims, like we're going in the right direction or something, and we met this guy Jim who brought us to his house. That was the people that we helped build the bridge, which you'll see in the near future in the videos. But yeah, I was literally just telling our other van life friends that we were with during the time how I've been meeting these Jims everywhere. And then sure enough, when we met him, he comes up later on that afternoon and he's like, "Hi, my name's Jim," and everybody was just like,
"Whoa!"
And then the kayak spot, the guy
was Jim. His name is Jim. Yeah, and then also in this last week's vlog, as I was editing it, there was this random guy in town
in Seldovia.
And Frank was just like talking to the camera, and this guy like scoops in, and they have a full conversation on camera.
I have no idea who that guy was.
It was so ridiculous. Like we were like, all right, and like we'll put it, but it was just so weird.
And at the end, I'm like, "What's your name?" And he's like, "Jim." And I'm like, "Nice to meet you, Jim. I'm Frank. I gotta go."
Oh my god!
And in that moment, I was just like, "Whoa," like I just. The gyms have just been coming in.
Well,
hot.
The other crazy thing is when we were talking to the bridge gym, which is like that's the one, that gym, we had looked down and there's a dime on the floor in front of Frankie in the middle of like this dirt patch by the river. I find a dime on the floor, and that's Frankie's dad's other way to like a message that, whenever we find dimes and pennies, we say that it's Frank's dad.
Yeah.
And so to be talking to this guy Jim, to look down and find a dime on the ground.
Yeah.
Of a place that we've been hanging out for days and hadn't seen anything.
Crazy.
Pretty wild.
It's wild. And so dimes and pennies are a way of like my dad saying hello, supposedly, according to this medium that my family went to. I wasn't a part of that, but they came back and told me that. And ever since then, we always find dimes and pennies in very strange situations, like perfect situations.
Crazy kismet.
Sorry about your lost nomad travel. Their brother's name was Jim, and he passed a couple of years ago.
So sorry about that.
Almost met you all at the gas station the other day. LOL, Thomas. What do you mean you almost met us?
Almost?
You should have came and said hello.
We're pretty friendly.
Yeah. I understand, like, not wanting to invade anybody's space or anything like that. But we love chatting with people. We love shooting the shit and just, like, getting to know people. So if you ever see us, be sure to say hi. I mean, if we're in the van and we're not outside at all, if you really want to, just be like, "Hey guys," from the outside. If we're inside, we'll come out and say hello. But yeah, we love meeting people.
Yeah. Frank's like the mayor of every town he goes to.
Oh, he said y'all were leaving as I was driving in.
Oh, bummer.
That makes sense.
Bummer.
What, was that the one in Glen Allen area? Or was that the one...
I mean, we've been to many gas stations.
Well, you said the other day, so that's the reason why I'm like, is that the one in Glen Allen?
I wonder if it was in Val...
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I figured
that's
it was
funny.
that one. Glen Allen, yeah.
That was a busy one.
Yeah, we were actually there for quite a bit of time.
We actually parked out front of there and worked for a couple of hours before we left.
We put up our video, I think.
Yeah.
The Walmart of Glen Allen. Yeah, you ain't kidding.
Totally.
You ain't kidding.
Totally. Fast pronounced post in German means a lot.
Ed said, so banging on the van and saying FBI is not okay? I mean, it's fine.
It would get our attention.
It would definitely get our attention.
I would be scared. I'd be like, "Frank, go deal with that."
I'd be like, it's not the FBI. There's no way they're fucking coming for us. We don't do anything.
We actually were planning on doing that to Kevin one day. Not necessarily FBI, but banging on his door in the middle of the night and telling him that you can't park here.
Babe, Cherry G's in the house.
Cherry G, what's up?
But what were you saying? Go ahead.
Oh, and then we realized it would be a very bad idea because Kevin is ex-military and would have definitely messed us up.
Yeah. My son and I knocked when you were on the spit. Nobody was home. Your sticker brought.
Oh, Jordan!
That's awesome, Jordan. Yeah.
I wonder if we were, because that might have been the day that we were in Seldovia.
I think that we were on the Rainbow Connection.
Yeah. That's funny. Well, I'm glad that you found us.
Yeah. I would have loved to actually give you a sticker, too, as well.
Oh, it's raining again, Frank.
If the van is a rockin', do not come a knockin'. You know, that's our time at that point.
Oh my god. It's probably not going to happen in the middle of the day in a random parking lot in front of a gas station, I'll tell you that much.
Unless we're feeling like extra, you know.
We've been together how many years now?
3?
We don't feel that way very often.
3, almost 4, I guess, at this point.
Yeah.
Has it been that long? I don't even remember the year anymore at this point.
I think we just missed our anniversary.
I feel
or did
like,
we celebrate it?
Um,
It was last month.
yeah, we slightly celebrated it. We're so bad with stuff like that.
Rainbow Connection and Paco in his little green coats reminds me of Kermit the Frog. Well, so Rainbow Connection was actually named after the Kermit the Frog song.
Yep.
But the coat was just a happy coincidence. Judy's, hey, sorry you had to go to the corner shop to order. I'm out, not bag, in car. I lost to be you. Be to you. Well, Judy, I hope it was a successful mission.
Yes. And then at Seth, you want to take a number and get in line. Ha ha ha. What did Seth say? Hold on. Oh, if your van is a rockin'.
Right. Okay, guys. Any other specific questions? Anything else you guys want to know about Alaska? We are heading north. Well, so first we're heading into Denali, and then we're heading to Fairbanks. Hopefully Adaptive Humanity is going to meet us up there, and we're going to have a good old time with them, and then we're going to head back. Thomas, yes, we are taking the bus in Denali. We had to wake up at 7 a.m. today to call in because the bus passes are all sold out.
No plane. Oh, he's too high, though.
Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry if we just blinded you for no reason. So we were trying to get the tech pass. I guess it's the green transit pass. I don't know. It's called the Emerson. It was $60 each just for that bus pass. So it picks us up at the tech campground, and then we can go around and do whatever we want for the day. So we get there the 10th. The bus pass kicks in on the 11th, and then I think we can still use it on the 12th. You just aren't guaranteed a seat. You just go and wait and see if there is a seat.
Nomad the Traveler, you have to go to Alaska. If it's the only state you haven't been to yet, you have to go.
Next summer, man.
I think I'm gonna say it's the best state. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's the best state.
Well, so it's funny because now that we've been here, I feel like all the other states are gonna feel like less cool.
Yeah.
So I'm like, when we get back, we gotta put together a serious game plan for the next really cool, unique adventure.
Keith wants to know if we've stayed at a Fred Meyer yet. We have not here in Alaska.
But we've lived at a couple of them.
But we've lived at
in
one
the lower 48.
When we got Paco, we were living at a Fred Meyer because our brake lines went out the day we got Paco, and we were at a Fred Meyer for 3 days straight. Actually 4, I think. Waiting for the brake spot.
We spent a lot of money on treats and snacks. And
yeah, and it was super cool there. And we did get a bang on the vehicle from like a local telling us to get out of there because it was like the beginning of the pandemic. But you know, it was a good experience. We like Fred Meyer. We've never had an issue at any of them. I love your channel. Late to the chat, but hi. And a ton of hearts.
Vagabond Hair Salon. I need you.
It.
I need you.
Yeah, what
Come
state?
Hang out.
What state are you on? Because obviously I need you too.
Yeah, Frank needs a trim. I need a trim. We are in desperate need of your services.
I think that is like a perfect career to have on the road because there are so many people out here needing haircuts. But
and I can't commit to anything.
Well, it's because
Ladybug out D, what's up? How are you?
They don't want to go all the way into town and go get a haircut.
She says, "Come to California." We're on our way to California.
Did you get that?
So find us on. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Oh man!
It's
all right,
Underhouse.
Vagabond Hair Salon. Please find us on Instagram, and then when we're coming through California, we're gonna hit you up.
Yeah, we want to get a cut by you.
Yeah, I'm never cutting my hair again until you cut my hair. Lady Baguette says she needs a haircut too. You got to drive all the way to California to get it.
Frankie is like a chia pet. You're damn right. You put a little water on me and I just start going boop, 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 boop. My hair grows super fast.
Frank always needs a trim. That's funny.
My hair grows super fast. Like, it's like a weed. It just goes, like, real quick.
Vagabond Hair Salon's going to find us on Instagram right now. It's just FnA Van Life, just like it is here. Keith says, oh, wow, awesome place to dump for free. At Fred Meyer's?
Yeah. Here in Alaska, they actually have dump spots. Yep.
We actually filled up water there the other day and got a free can of home
oiled
pickled
tuna. Like, I don't think it
salmon.
was pickled. I think it was like oil, like tuna.
Preserved.
Sorry, salmon
home
preserved.
preserved salmon.
Oh, so freaking good.
It was delicious.
Yeah, we shared that with our friends. Actually, that was from a guy named Paul. Paul, if you were here, thank you so much to you and your wife for giving that to us. We appreciate it.
Christopher says, I live here by Squarebanks. Is that like the locals' name for Fairbanks? Squarebanks? Is that right? Like shittier, wittier? Squarebanks?
Squarebanks.
We also heard today,
it's like where all the prudes are.
Los Anchorage.
Los
Anchorage, like Los Angeles, but Los Anchorage because it's so bougie.
Yep.
But if you are in Fairbanks, hit us up because we're headed your way.
Well, I think it was Los Anchorage because, like, there's a lot of lost souls there.
Oh.
Is what he was getting at, yeah. Like a lot of doom and gloom.
Doom and gloom.
Like you've been saying that
He was
a lot.
like, you're going to get mugged if you go to Anchorage. And we were like, well, we spent a fair bit of time there and it was fine, so I don't know what
will you be doing the Arctic Circle? Yes, we are going to definitely try to get up to the Arctic Circle. We want to at least be able to get to that point.
Sue says, Alex, Frankie is your Alaskan prince. And then she put a super bearded, hairy guy.
Pretty soon this beard is going to be like down to here and like little gray spots in it.
It already is that way.
Oh, okay, cool. You just can't see it on camera.
Oh my god. Yepper. So Squarebanks is Fairbanks.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Nice. I'm excited. It's like Frank emote. Or like emo Frank?
Like, no, emote is something else, I'm guessing.
I'm not up on that lingo,
I don't know
Ed.
what that one is.
Ed, we're not cool enough. But Frankie's beard is really fitting in your current surroundings.
Right?
Yes.
A lot of people ask me if I'm a local.
Well, also you're friendly too. You're like, hi, hey everybody, hey, what's up? Oh, Sue was spot on. Oh, my Alaskan prince. All right, y'all.
All right, I think that's it. We're going to dip out. We love you guys. We so appreciate all you guys coming here and chatting with us.
Thank you for everybody who dropped a super chat, for the folks who sent, I think it was Troy who sent the PayPal, for everybody who, our new Patreon, Denise, thank you so much.
Yo, go grab your merch. Click on the live chat. Click on the shop and make sure you get your merch, rep your merch. Send us pictures of you in the merch so that way we can share it on a story and show people repping the swag, baby.
We love you guys so much. Thank you everybody for just chatting and being here and spending this hour and a half with us. It's been really nice just like catching up. I'm trying to get all of my like phone calls and talking in before we head into the wilderness for a couple of days. So we're really glad that we got to catch up with you guys before we go offline.
Also, a new podcast.
Oh, Ed, 369.
Yeah, boom. A new podcast dropped.
No,
when does it
it's
drop?
It's dropping Wednesday.
Wednesday, a new podcast drops. So make sure to check that out. It is a podcast with Outback Schoolie. We have such a great talk with Nicole and Charlie. We absolutely loved hanging out with them and learning about their lifestyle. They've been doing it for 4 months. They are loving it. They also tell us the bad parts about being in the lower 48 during this crazy heat weather that you guys have been having down there. So we are very grateful we've been here in Alaska.
Yeah.
But good night. We love you all. We're going to go get some food.
Good night. Joe, you were here, like, first comment and, like, last comment.
Yeah, thank you,
That's
Joe.
commitment, Joe Van. I appreciate that.
Yo,
you got tenacity.
I'll tell you what. We like Joe Van.
Oh, that was a big comment. Melody. Wow, super nice seeing you guys and watching you live. Thank you for sharing more of your adventures in Alaska. Love you guys, and Paco is super cute. God bless, and more power to your channel. God bless you.
So much.
God bless everybody. We love y'all so much.
We love you guys.
We love you. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful night. Enjoy your evening, and we will see you all soon.
Peace.